시청자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 전 세계 교회와 선교지 소식 전해드리는 CGN월드뉴스 정은지입니다. 첫 번째 소식, CBN에서 보내온 소식부터 전해드립니다. 이스라엘과 하마스 사이의 전투는 가자 지구에 집중되어 있지만 그 영향력은 중동 전역에서 느껴지고 있습니다. 크리스마스를 앞둔 예수님의 탄생지 베들레헴도 예외는 아닙니다. 베들레헴 당국은 하마스와의 연대를 보여주기 위해 크리스마스를 축하하는 행사를 하지 않기로 결정했습니다. 자세한 소식 전해드립니다. 베들레헴 구유 광장이 텅 비어 있습니다. 올해에는 여느 때처럼 크리스마스를 축하하는 행사가 열리지 않을 예정입니다. 베들레헴 당국은 가자 지구에서 고통받는 이들과 연대를 보여주기 위해 구유 광장에 전통적으로 해온 크리스마스 장식을 하지 않겠다고 밝혔습니다. 1988년 이후 처음 있는 일입니다.
The underlying sentiment is this. They are trying to set a point in the community that even though Bethlehem, the Christians in Bethlehem are not involved in the battle in Gaza, what they feel is that as Bethlehemites, they don't want to come across as insensitive to the suffering of the Gaza civilians.
스티븐 코오리 목사는 베들레헴에서 활동하는 사역단체 홀리랜드 미션의 설립자입니다.
I don't think Christmas should be canceled. They say they're not canceling Christmas, they're canceling the festivity of it, the lights, the decorations, and so forth. But really, that's the joyful part of Christmas from the outwardly sort of day-to-day thing. So if they want to not do the light celebrations, that's fine. I don't like it, but it's a decision. They're not holding us back from doing prayer services and doing a Christian religious service. They're not holding us back or stopping us from doing that.
베들레헴 당국은 페이스북에 하마스와의 연대를 보여주고 싶다고 밝혔습니다. 쿠우리 목사는 이 상황과 이번 시즌을 헛되지 않게 하기 위해 노력하고 있습니다.
So here's what we're doing. Where we're telling people is let the lights go out, but let the light of Christ shine. Let the decorations be taken down, but let the symbol of Christ's promise be heard and stand. What we're doing in the month of December and probably till the early January is we're going to set up a tent.
텐트는 예수님의 탄생을 소개하는 역할을 하게 됩니다.
We're going to call it the Nativity Encounter Christmas Tent, the Hope Tent. This Nativity Encounter tent is we're going to get people to walk through this tent, Chris, and it's a Bible discovery experience where people can feel, touch something dealing with what it would have been looked like during Christ's days in Bethlehem 2,000 years ago, and they walk out the other side getting the message that the miracle has happened here.
쿠우리 목사는 더 영구적인 만남의 장소를 계획하고 있습니다. 올해에는 예수님을 중심으로 크리스마스를 지키고자 합니다.
And we are bringing it back to ground zero. And that the Christmas is about Jesus. He's the reason for this season. And that's what we're planning to do throughout Christmas. And we invite the world to pray, to stand, and to come volunteer with us at this tent.
지난 10월 하마스 테러리스트들은 지미 파체코가 보는 앞에서 나이든 고용주를 살해하고 그를 인질로 잡았습니다. 지미 파체코는 하마스의 포로로 50일이 넘게 잡혀 있었습니다. 지미 파체코는 하마스 테러리스트들이 가자지구 국경을 따라 기습 공격을 시작한 10월 7일에 인질로 붙잡혔습니다.
When I was taken out of the house, I didn't expect them to spare me because I witnessed my employer being killed mercilessly.
지미는 키부츠에서 간병인으로 일하고 있었습니다. 돌보던 노인은 그가 보는 앞에서 하마스에 의해 살해당했습니다. 그에게는 끔찍한 경험이었습니다.
I heard gunfire from another house and I sent a message to my wife back in the Philippines to take care of our children. Hamas asked me if I am a soldier. They set a rifle on automatic and fired beside my ear until the ammo ran out. After that, I heard a buzzing sound in my ears. When our supplies were scarce, they only gave us one pita bread for the whole day. But I didn't eat it in one sitting. I just got a pinch whenever I felt hungry. As time passed, the water supply became salty. I worried because I had a history of kidney illness. When I needed to defecate, they gave me a piece of toilet paper. I didn't use it. I hid it in my pocket so I could eat it. For me, it was food. I would take the toilet paper and dab it on the moist walls. We were about 40 meters below the ground, so it was cold and there was condensation on the walls. When the paper got wet enough, I ate it. It filled my empty stomach as well as quenched my thirst. They also made me clean 7 toilets. I was okay with that because if I did not do it, the smell would get worse. During the first and second weeks, I stayed inside a small prison with a toilet right beside me. I kept thinking and wondering, why would they capture me? It was driving me crazy. Why would they capture me if I didn't do anything to them? I got my strength from my children. I had the strength to eat toilet paper because I needed to survive for my children. I pleaded to God because I was 12 years old when my father died. I prayed, please don't do this to me. Please let me live. Even if I stay here for 10 years, just let me live.
인질로 잡힌 지 한 달 반이 지났을 때 지미 파체코는 하마스가 1차 석방한 인질에 포함됐습니다.
They told us we would be leaving the tunnel where we were held captive. That's when I started to cry. When I first saw the sun and came out from the tunnel, I just knelt down and thanked the Lord because I saw the sun again and breathed fresh air. My strength came from the Lord and for my children. Now I am more mature and stronger in many respects. I want to stay here and keep working, even after what they did to me. I want to provide for my family because I do not want my children to experience the hardships that I experienced when I was a child. And I would like to thank you all for your prayers.
예루살렘의 유대인과 크리스천들이 협력해 가자 지구에서 피난한 이스라엘인들을 돕고 있습니다. 자세한 소식 알아봅니다. 닭고기가 그릴 위에서 구워지는 소리, 친근한 대화, 기증된 꽃으로 만드는 즐거운 프로젝트. 10월 7일 이후 엄청난 상실감과 심적 고통을 겪고 있는 사람들에게는 반가운 변화입니다.
We've got dozens of evacuees from the Gaza border area community that was no longer safe, and they're afraid to go back. This is a trauma that is going to exist for the rest of their lives and their children's lives and their grandchildren's lives.
이 트라우마를 누그러뜨리기 위해 기독교 단체와 유대인 단체가 협력해 피난민들의 호텔 비용을 지원하고 어린이를 위한 프로그램을 진행하고 있습니다.
We've been putting them up in this hotel, and tonight we're doing a beautiful barbecue for them along with the workshop where the kids are making floral arrangements to go into Shabbat. If you're in a community that's 15 seconds notice anytime rockets have been fired, and there have been thousands, the kids weren't able to leave their houses.
조너선 펠드스타인 회장은 유대인과 크리스천 사이의 가교 역할을 하고자 제네시스 123 파운데이션을 시작했습니다.
What's so nice is that this is a partnership with Jews and Christians all over the world. I'm sending out updates on a regular basis, mostly to Christian friends, telling them thank you.
존 애너스는 이 사역에 참여하고 있는 여러 기독교 단체 대표들 가운데 하나입니다.
What we're doing now, what Christians do now, makes a big difference. Giving of their livelihood to support the Jewish people who now had to flee their homes from the Hamas attacks in the south and live in hotels with their families who've been in bomb shelters for days on end. And so we are pitching in any way that we can. I represent all the Christians who've donated through Cry for Zion to help refugees from the rockets down south.
이 피난민들은 가자 지구에서 6마일 떨어진 시골 지역에서 왔습니다.
For most of them, coming here to Jerusalem is the first time they've actually met Christians. And they are so overwhelmed at the love that's coming from Christians all over the world. It makes me emotional just thinking about it because I get to be the Orthodox Jewish partner bringing all of this together.
아이들의 웃음과 춤 속에서 치유의 조짐이 분명히 보이지만 아직도 가자지구 근처에 있는 이들에게는 공포가 현실로 자리 잡았습니다.
It's overwhelming because as much as I have my faith, I'm still a 58-year-old man with a son in the army and a son-in-law in the army and 3 little grandchildren who are under 5. We need our Christian friends all over the world to stand with us. This is the opportunity, since the worst horror before us until now, the Holocaust, Christians didn't speak up then, by and large. This is that opportunity. I just pray that we will come out of this stronger, and I say unified, I don't mean only Jews and Christians together.
성에 관한 성경적 견해를 공유했다는 이유로 긴 법정 싸움을 감당해야 했던 핀란드 정치인이 혐오 발언 혐의에 대해 무죄 판결을 받았습니다. 라사넨 박사가 판결에 대한 소감을 밝히고 크리스천들에게 메시지를 전합니다. 2019년 핀란드 국회의원이었던 파이비 라사넨 박사는 동성애를 죄라고 부르는 로마서 말씀을 트위터에 올렸습니다. 여기에 라디오 인터뷰 내용과 그녀가 성에 관한 성경적 견해에 대해서 쓴 논설을 함께 올렸습니다. 헬싱키 항소법원은 라사넨 박사에 대한 3가지 범죄 혐의를 만장일치로 기각한 하급 법원의 판결을 지지했습니다. 그녀는 2년의 징역형이나 무거운 벌금형을 받을 수도 있었습니다. 그녀는 이 사건이 크리스천뿐만 아니라 모든 사람을 위한 사건이 되기를 바란다고 말했습니다.
So I have to say that I feel really grateful and relieved just today. This has been a happy day. So, of course, all the time, I believed that I will be acquitted from these charges, but you never know. But the result of the appellate court, it was very clear. It was very good and unanimous. 3 judges. So I think that it is a very strong statement supporting the freedom of speech and freedom of faith. And I hope that it is encouraging Christians and also other people to use their rights.
그러나 아직 검찰의 항소 가능성은 남아 있습니다.
Yes, even that the acquittal was very clear and the result of the court was very clear. There is still possibility that the prosecutor she's able to appeal to the Supreme Court, and she was interviewed today, and she said that she's considering it. She has 60 days time to consider, to appeal to Supreme Court. She says that she is disappointed to the result. So we can't know what happened. Of course, this almost 5-year process, it has been some kind of warning sign to people, and it has also tended to create some kind of self-censorship among people.
Yes.
I hope that it would not happen. And that's why I want to encourage now people to use these rights.
끝으로 그녀는 하나님은 사랑이시라는 점을 강조하며 크리스천들에게 메시지를 전했습니다.
If we are silent about these biblical issues, about our convictions, about our faith, the space for our freedoms, the space for the freedom of speech, it comes narrower. It doesn't come bigger if we are silent. So that's why I think that we have a calling to speak. If we believe in Jesus, we speak about him and we tell the truth of his word. These statements that I have said, they do not rise from hatred. They rise from love, because God is love and his word is written out of love. And all people are equal, or all people are created as the image of God. But we all are sinners also, and we are in need of grace. We need what Christ has done for us to get the salvation, eternal salvation. So I say it again and again that this is not what Bible teaches. It is not hate speech. It is love speech. And we are called to love our neighbors, to love all people.
라사넨 박사는 크리스천들이 자신의 권리를 행사하고 진리를 말하는 것을 두려워하지 않기를 바란다고 말했습니다. CGN 월드뉴스는 새로운 시대에 변치 않는 복음을 전하며 세상에 바로 서고자 하는 그리스도인들의 눈이 되겠습니다. 시청해 주셔서 감사드립니다.